What's up, everybody, man? It's like 6 in the morning. I'm not gonna cap. It is 6 in the a.m. I'm tired. I normally wake up around this time because I have a full-time job, so I gotta wake up early if I want to get things done. I gotta wake up early if I want to eat breakfast, if I want to go to the gym, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do this morning. And my breakfast is 2 bagels, so that's what I'm eating today. But I'm making this video because, bro, we hit 4,000 subscribers, man. We hit 4K subs. It's been a long time coming. You know, I've been doing this YouTube thing for a couple of years now, man. And if you guys have stuck with me for a long time, then you know we've been through a lot. You know, we played so many different games. We were playing Sonic a lot. We were playing Sonic, then I had my little horror game phase, and then I went back to Sonic like it was my ex-girlfriend or something, and then I left for 2 months and I came back. So, you know, we've been through a lot, but we finally made it to 4,000 subs, man. You know, and I'm not gonna edit this video, no nothing. It's just gonna be just me talking raw, unfiltered, me. Oh, I just kissed my mic on accident, but you know, yeah, we've been through a lot, man. We've been through a lot, and I just gotta say, shout out to Elijah, bro. You know who you are. You've been here since for like years, man. So he was the original person that made my Discord when we had a Discord a couple of months ago. He was the person that made it, and you know, he's been here for me for a long time. So just thank you, bro, for continuing to support me throughout everything. And thank you to all the new people that have subscribed. Thank you for all the people that comment every video, bro. The people that comment every video, I know who you are, and I appreciate it. Every single time you comment, I appreciate it. No matter what game I play, there's always a group of people who comment on the videos, man, to show love. So I appreciate you guys, seriously. Like, this channel would not be nothing without you guys. Like, this community would be nothing without you guys, man. So for real, thank you. Like, you give me that inspiration to keep on making videos, man. You know, like when you comment every video, like that makes me think like, dang, these dudes, girls, they really like watching my stuff. So I gotta keep on posting, you know. And if you've been on the channel for a long time, you know that I had problems with posting a lot. Like there was times to where I would just like post once a week, which was unacceptable. You know, I was just being lazy. I'm not gonna cap to y'all boys. I was being lazy, bro. I was out there playing basketball and all this other bull crap, bruh. You know, I had a girlfriend too, so that I was, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was not focused on that YouTube, but I'm focused on it now, though. I'm focused on it now. I got no girlfriend. I'm not in school. I'm just working, going to the gym, and making videos. And I'm not gonna lie. Man. It's pretty exhausting, but it's worth it, though. It's worth it. It's worth it. If I could ever tell you one thing, when you get older, because a lot of you guys are kids right now, so when you get older, make sure to go to the gym. Trust me, like, you don't gotta look like freaking Michael B. Jordan or nothing, but you know, going to the gym is gonna get you right. You know, you're gonna look a little bit better, be more confident, but on top of that, you're gonna have more energy, be more healthy, all that good stuff. But for 4,000 subscribers though, I wanted to do a Q&A because I never done one of those before. So I was like, 4,000 subscribers is the best time to do a Q&A where I answer the questions that you have for me. So I made a post a couple of like a week ago going on now, and a good amount of you guys have actually asked me some questions on there. So those are the answers that those are the questions that I'm gonna answer today. So the first question that we got is by Charlotte Hafer. How many Pokemon can you name in Dex in order? Okay, I'm not gonna cap. If you're talking about Pokemon, bro, the only Pokemon I know is Pikachu, Charizard, Greninja, Bulbasaur, and Blastoise, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And Mewtwo. Those are the only Pokemon I know. All the other Pokemon, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, that's all the Pokemon that I can name. I'm not gonna cap. The next question we got is by Mason Rodriguez. Hey, shout out to you, Mason, bro. Just shout out to Mason, man. Shout out to Mason. I see your comments, bro. I appreciate your comments. He said, when is the next non-horror video? Okay, he commented this 2 days ago. I just posted a non-horror video, like what, yesterday, which was Undertale. And second, do you like your community? Now, I really do. I really do like my community because, okay, hold on, my bad. But I really do like my community because you guys tell me what's going on in your life. Like, you guys tell me, like, oh, I remember one, like, I believe it was MTG that told me, he was like, oh, I'm about to go to a sleepover with my cousin so-and-so. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. And then there's other people that tell me how school going, other people that tell me this and that, you know. So I really like that, man. You know, I really like that you guys feel comfortable enough to tell me stuff, you know, what's going on in your life, you know. And I like that. And also with the community, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the people that were in the community before, they were here for like Sonic and like Sonic fan arts when we did that way back when. So now the community is definitely smaller because I don't do that Sonic content no more, really, because I just got bored of it, to be honest. Like, I don't plan on playing Sonic for a long while. I don't know when's the next time I'm gonna play it, but yeah, I stopped playing because it got very boring. And this is one thing that I wanted to tell you guys, is that I'm gonna start focusing on horror games now, you know, like scary games, because to be honest, I have the most fun playing those games. And there's so many games to where I can make so many videos, you know. A part of the reason why back then I took like a break and I like stopped making videos was because I was playing nothing but Sonic, and that Sonic stuff got really boring. Like, I really love Sonic, he's one of my favorite characters, but making videos on it over and over again, bro, I just got so freaking bored, I'm not gonna lie. So I want to focus on playing horror games now, you know, build up the community more. But with horror game content, I actually plan on playing like all of the Five Nights at Freddy's games soon, because I know there's a new FNAF game coming out next month, and I want to play all the games. I never beat all the games. I know about them and all that stuff, but I want to play all the games and like beat them. But yeah, I really do love the community, man. You know, I like that we're all very positive. You know, there's really no negativity in the community, unless somebody is calling me trash at a video game. But you know, that's pretty much it, man. I love the community. And also, I wanted to tell you guys that I put, like, you know how you can make clips of like certain parts of the video, like certain parts of like my videos or videos and stuff. So if you make a clip, I put a thing on the channel to where it shows like the top clipped moments. So I want you guys to start making more clips, so then we have like just clips of like certain moments and stuff. But yeah, that would be cool. That's what I wanted to say. So let's get to the next question, bro. I gotta hurry this up before my bagels get freaking cold, bro, because like, bro, these things about to get cold, and I don't want to eat them when they're cold. I do not like cold bagels. They're like bricks in your mouth, you know. Let me know what you guys eat for breakfast too. I love bagels and eggs. So the next question we got is by Fat Moscan, aka Pacifatos. Bro, this man, bro. Hey, Pacifatos, if you're watching to this point, shout out to you, man. You just been supporting for a long time, commenting on everything, bro. Love the turkey. I believe you're in Turkey, right? If you're not in Turkey, then let me know. But shout out to you, man. I love you, bro. The first question, he said, why did you become a YouTuber? Now, I became a YouTuber because I watched like Corey Kenshin growing up, freaking Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Afro Senju. Like, I watched a whole bunch of gaming YouTubers, right? And I really loved playing video games as a kid. You know, like I played games all the time. I would ask my mom for so many games. That's probably why we're broke, because she bought so many video games for me. But yeah, I just love playing games, man. And I would see like YouTubers, they would get to play video games early and stuff. So then I was like, bro, I want to play video games early. I want to play games early. I want to get free stuff. You feel me? But then also I was like, dang, bro, you know, having a job playing games all day, like that sounds like a dream, you know? So that's why I wanted to become a YouTuber, man, so I could play games all day. I'm not gonna lie. I know I sound like a bum, but I just wanted to sit there and play games all day, man. I'm not gonna cap. But that's why I became a YouTuber. The second question is, when will you make a Sonic Adventure Part 4? Probably never, or maybe in about 25 years. He said the third question is, what was your favorite subject when I was in school? My favorite subject was I had this one class called woodshop. Now, fun fact, when I was in school, a lot of the classes that I did was like engineering and like building stuff kind of classes. So like I had this one class called, I forgot what it was called. It was in middle school, but it was like a wood shop class. So basically my teacher would get wood, and then he would give it to all the students. You would get your own little piece of wood, then you would have to cut it up and make like a sign out of it. One time we made little like cars and put like hydrogen freaking gas tanks in them to make them go fast and all that good stuff. So that was my favorite class because I like doing physical stuff, like with machines and all that stuff, and it was cool. So that was my favorite, I guess, subject or class. He said his fourth question is my favorite snack besides Scooby Snacks. Now, my favorite snack, I'm not gonna lie, I do not eat snacks no more, man. You know, I do not eat snacks no more. I'm trying to look good for the ladies, so you know, I don't eat snacks. I don't eat sugary stuff. But when I was eating snacks like heavy, bro, my favorite snack, what was my favorite snack? Bro, I think it had to be either a zebra cake. I don't know if you know what that is, a zebra cake, or a honey bun. Honey buns, bro, I will go stupid for honey buns. I will go stupid, bro. I will be eating honey buns every day. Since I was a little kid, my granddad told me I always ate honey buns, bro. So honey buns or zebra cakes are my favorite snack. Let me know what your favorite snack is in the comments. And his fifth question is least favorite subject. Definitely math. I hate math so much. That was part of the reason why I stopped going to college, bro, because math stands for mental abuse through homework. That's what math is to me. Mental abuse, slavery in the mind, bro. I hate math so freaking much, bro. I hate math. It's the worst thing ever made. It's so complicated for no reason. And then the teachers give you like 50 assignments with 50 questions on them. And math is just not like a yes or no type of question. In math, the questions be like, it take like 30 minutes to do one question. Or at least for me, I don't know if I'm slow or something, but it takes me like 30, 20, 15 minutes to do one question. Then you gonna give me 40 questions? That's like 2 hours. I'm not wasting my time. I was like, bro, I'm sick and tired of doing this junk all freaking day. I was like, bro, I gotta leave. That's the main reason why I quit college. I'm not gonna lie, because that math class, if it was not for these AI homework, them homework freaking apps to where you could take a picture of your assignment, man, if it wasn't for that, I would have failed high school, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because man, I had like pre-calculus and junk, bro. Like, bro. Okay, but now he said 6. How did you discover Sonic? To be honest, I don't really remember. I think I remember my uncle. He gave me Sonic Unleashed on my PS3, and then I just played it a lot because, like, you know, the opening of Sonic Unleashed when Sonic comes and he lands on the spaceship, and then like all that cool stuff happens. Like, I kept on watching that as a kid, and I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. So yeah, and then I also watched Kobana Mindy 456 because he used to play all the Sonic games, and I watched it as a kid, and it was lit. And yeah, so that's how I discovered Sonic. Now we got MTG, one of the GOATs that always comments, bro. Shout out to you, man. He said favorite Spider-Man. Now listen. When it comes to Spider-Man, my favorite Spider-Man gotta be the Spectacular Spider-Man. I don't know if you ever watched that cartoon, Spectacular Spider-Man, but he is my favorite Spider-Man. In my opinion, I think he's the best Spider-Man, just the best Spider-Man in general, bro. I don't think there's any Spider-Man that's better than him. So he's my favorite, man. The Spectacular Spider-Man. And then we got Spear Minty. Okay, and he said one favorite YouTuber. Who would be my favorite YouTuber, bro? Like, I really did love Corey growing up, but now since I'm older, I mean, Corey's one of the GOATs, of course, but now since I'm older, who would be my favorite? I'm not gonna lie, it might have to be, I don't know if you guys know this YouTuber's name, but his name is Bryson, but he has like 2 channels. He has one that's called Too Much Bryson, and then he has this one that's called Bryson. It'll be between Bryson and like Burleezy or Afro Senju, to be honest, man. I don't know. I never really thought about that. Who's my favorite YouTuber now? I don't know. I don't know. It would have to be Bryson or Burleezy or freaking Afro Senju. So then he has second favorite snack / drink, and he said also keep up the content, my boy. I love it. All right, hey, thank you, bro. But my favorite snack, y'all already know, honey buns, bro. Honey buns on top. And then my favorite drink. Now, I'm a boring person, to be honest. I'm a boring person when it comes to food and junk like that, because I'm trying my best to stay ripped, bro. So it's like I only drink water. I haven't drunk nothing besides water in like years now. So I couldn't even say favorite drink. Back then when I used to drink sodas and stuff, I would say my favorite drink was Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola was my favorite. But now all I drink is freaking water. I'm not gonna lie. If any of you guys are dealing with like being overweight and stuff, I say the best thing to do to lose weight, especially if you're younger, is to, for one, stop drinking sodas and all this other stuff, because that's what makes people gain a lot of weight. I'm not gonna lie. My brother used to be really chunky, and then he stopped drinking sodas and stuff, and he stopped eating a lot of like those snacks, like those snack cakes, you know what I'm saying? And then he lost a lot of weight. So if you're dealing with being overweight, man, you don't even gotta like go to the gym and go super crazy or nothing. Going to the gym helps, but it is really what you eat. So, you know, do that. And we got Tracy 08. He or she said, what's your favorite indie game? My favorite indie game? I don't know why I'm getting real close. I just got real weird. Okay, but my favorite indie game, what's my favorite indie game, bro? I would have to say my favorite indie game is Subnautica. If you don't know what that game is, look it up. It's one of the best games ever made. And then we got a comment from Hawava Camera 9963. He or she said, who wins? One gorilla or 100 men? Now listen, I'm sick and tired of this gorilla debate, bro. We all know that men are winning, bro. Listen, this is what will really happen. If 100 men pulled up on a gorilla, the gorilla is running away. We all know that that's what's gonna happen. The gorilla is not gonna sit there, weave. Like, no. If 100 men pull up, the gorilla is running away. The men win easily. I don't even think nobody's gonna die, bro. That's how, like, 100 men easily. Poo Poo Pee Pee said, why did I get Donkey Kong rap right next to this? I don't know. Why are you listening to Donkey Kong rapping? I mean, I know he raps in like some of the older games, but I mean, I don't listen to it. I don't know. And then we got Lugsy-kun. Will you leave us again? I will not leave again. Okay. Well, actually, let me not lie to y'all. You know, like that's like something like you talk to your girl. You like, well, we gonna stay together forever, and then they're like, yeah, we are, and then y'all break up next month. Like, no, I'm not gonna. Well, I don't plan on leaving again. You know, I've really been locked in. I've really been posting and stuff, man. I've been, you know, on a roll trying to post. So, you know, I want to make this YouTube channel become super big one day. I want to grow our community, make our YouTube channel super big. So, you know, hopefully I don't leave. You know, maybe if my house get hit by like a meteor or something, then I'm gonna have to go, sadly. But that's what it takes to get rid of me. So I'm not gonna leave again, hopefully. And we got Raymond Jumbo, best game soundtrack. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big music person, bro. I love music, man. That's one thing about me. I love music. Like, one thing, like, I could be watching a show, and if the soundtrack is terrible, I will just not like the show. But I could be watching the show, if the soundtrack is top tier, the show don't even gotta be too good. I just love freaking music, bro. But best soundtrack in the game, I have like two. I have like two or three. So I would say either, now listen, you gotta lock in here. I would say either Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi. That game has some of the best music I've heard in my life. It has, if you're a big rock person, that game, I love rock. So if you're a big rock person, that game, that music is amazing. And then another game soundtrack you probably don't know, but Scott Pilgrim versus the World. That game has an amazing soundtrack, bro. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, man, got an amazing soundtrack. Now, those are my two. Those are my two games, man. You know, those are my two games. Now, Os Lego said, hey, shout out to Os Lego, bro. You've been here for a minute. He said, best Ninja Turtle. Now, I'm not gonna cap. I'm a big Ninja Turtle fan too. When I was younger, my room, like, I had a Ninja Turtle themed bedroom, bro. I was that locked in. I loved it a lot. So, I say the best Ninja Turtle, like, if we going off of opinion or straight facts, factually, the best Ninja Turtle would be Michelangelo, because he's the last one that survives. But in my opinion, my favorite Ninja Turtle has to be Raphael, because I don't know, he's just cool. I just really like him. And then Codename Sonic said, what do you prefer to play on your own time, Sonic or Mario? On my own time, I prefer to play Sonic. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really play Mario on my own time, unless it's Mario Tennis and like I'm playing with friends or something. I feel like it depends. Like, if I'm playing by myself, definitely Sonic. But if like friends are over at my house, bro, then we're playing Mario every time. And then we got Silver HT, my boy. You know, my partner of crime, man, Silver HT. Go, hey, check out his channel. He just hit 600 recently, man. He posts a lot of Mario content. If you like Mario, he posts Sonic here and there. So, you know, shout out to Silver, bro. And then he said, so you coming on the new Super Mario Bros. World playthrough? I don't know. Hey, if I'm free, then I'll play. But yeah, if I'm free, then I'll play. But yeah. And then you got Simply Minded Man. A shout out to Simply Minded Man, bro. You know, I know we still ain't played the Strongest Battlegrounds yet. I'm sorry. But he been commenting on everything, man. Love you, bro. He said, are you going to play, yep, the Strongest Battlegrounds with me? Yeah. Hey, listen, I just been so busy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I just been so freaking busy, man. So that's why, like, you guys asked me to play a game. Like, if I didn't have a job, bro, I would be playing games with y'all. But then it's kind of like, bro, I'd be tired because then I had to be going to work and all that stuff. So, you know, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't. I'm sorry, man. But eventually, when you know, when we get 1 million subscribers one day, and then I don't gotta work no more, then we can play. But he also said, how did you get into Sonic/Mario? I think I already said this. I got into Sonic because my uncle put Sonic Unleashed on my PlayStation and I fell in love like it was cocaine. And then with Mario, I think everybody just knows what Mario is, bro. Like, oh, I remember at my daycare, they had a Wii at my daycare when I was younger. And then we used to play like New Super Mario Bros. Wii at my daycare. I remember that, and I really loved playing that game. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it was only like, we only had like 2 games. It was either Mario or this random monster truck game, and I was picking Mario every time, bro. And he also said, will you play Block Tales? Probably not, to be honest. I tried to play it because you guys told me to play it before, but I just got bored, to be honest. It was really boring to me. And then he also said, can you give me money? No. I'm broke. Right now, I'm trying to save up for a PC. Man, I only got like $200 something, bro. I only got $200, bro. It's hard out in these streets, bro. It's hard out in these streets. And then we got Samantha Elijah Morley. And you put your whole government name. I mean, I'm not editing this, so that's not gonna get cut out, but I'm sorry. Samantha said, play Dandy World. What is Dandy World? Let me look that up. Dandy World. Let me see. Look like a game with like some flowers. Well, I looked up Dandy World. This is what I got. So I probably not. I don't know what this is. And then we got the final comment, One Teapot. And yeah, One Teapot comments on every video. So shout out to One Teapot. If you're watching till the end, One Teapot, love you, bro. Shout out to you, bro. You're awesome. They said, are you gay or straight? I am straight, man. I'm straighter than a straight line. I'm straighter than a straight line, man. I like girls. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you for everybody that has commented and asked me questions. I love you guys. You guys make the community what it is, man. It wouldn't be a community without you, man. You know. And if you're watching till the end, then you're really my best friend. Ooh, that was a bar. Hold on. That was a bar. But I'm gonna have to go now because I want to eat my bagels. They are probably rock solid now. Let me see if they're rock solid or not. Yeah, they're rock solid, bro. I gotta go eat. I gotta go to the gym and get ready for work. But I love you guys. More videos on the way. And yeah, let's just keep on growing, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow.